Hello students, we're going to look at Module 3, Academic Planning. This week, we're going to look at the letter from your advisor in a PowerPoint presentation about advising. You should have received this letter already, and you may have already looked at the PowerPoint presentation, but I placed it here in D2L so that you can continually refer back to it. Now, for things to do this week, there's a reading activity on advising, a discussion on advising, a quiz on advising, and a practice academic email, because sometimes students don't know the proper way to address their professor via email, and so we're going to look at that this week to make sure you don't get off on the wrong foot with some of your professors. And for your academic advising assignment, you will view the presentation, set up a meeting with your advisor. Once you have the meeting with your advisor, you will receive 25 points for viewing the presentation and 50 points for meeting with your advisor. And eventually you will fill out your course request for next semester, and then you will get an additional 25 points for that. And we have some extra resources. Let's move on down to the information in the module. As I said earlier, you'll view the presentation. You receive 25 points for that, and you will be given that after you do number 2, your advising meeting. And at that point, you'll get the 50 points for the meeting, 25 points for the presentation. After you met with your advisor, you will have the information you need to make a wise decision on choosing classes for the next semester. Once I receive notification from Ms. Wilkinson that you have enrolled in your classes for next semester, you will receive 25 points. Please make note here, if you are a veteran or using veteran benefits, please inform the advisor when she or he emails you. You will have an advisor through the Veteran Benefit Department, not Ms. Wilkinson. You're going to be directed to that specific veteran advisor who's trained in the requirements of this course. Okay. Now, you should have, via email, already received a welcome letter from your advisor, the advisor presentation, and this guide on how to plan and unplanned courses. But so you have everything in one place. I have posted them all here in D2L. Next, we have a reading activity. You'll read in your textbook pages 16 to 20. And just as we did last week, you'll do a summary of your reading using the 10-sentence summary, an outline, or a mind map. And when you click on that blue link above, right here, Reading Activity Advising, there is a fresh page with an attachment that shows you examples of how these can be done. And then at the end of your summary, either in a different colored font or highlighted, answer the question, why is having a college advisor important for you? Next, we'll move on to the discussion. And please don't forget that your initial discussion post must be done by Wednesday. And then you do 2 responses after Wednesday, but before Sunday night at 11:59 p.m. And here's a description of how to create the discussion initial post and do your responses. You get a total of 5 points for this discussion, or these discussion posts. 5 points total, 3 points for the initial post and 1 point for each reply. And don't forget about the sentence minimum. And your initial post should have 5 to 7 sentences. Your responses should have 3 to 5 sentences. Next, you'll have a quiz, short quiz on advising information. And the last assignment will be just to do a professional email to me. And let's pretend you're running late or something like that. Just use a pretend scenario to send me an email. When you click this link here, there will be a handout for you to read. And it provides some good guidelines on how to send a professional college email, how to close it, make sure you do a subject line, and so on. Okay, so read this carefully. It's extremely important. And this assignment was created because I saw a need for it. Okay, now let's go back to our home page. Whoops, excuse me. We're going to have to go back in again. I apologize. Okay, and I want to look at the resources at the end. Just because there is no grade for them, I don't want you to get the impression that they're not important. There's some really good information here. On the first academic degree plan for SciFair, 4 steps to choosing a college major, an advising link, advising guidelines, registration guidelines, the various programs of study at Lone Star College, our degrees and certificates, our testing centers. These testing centers are sometimes referred to as the assessment center. And when you miss a test in a class and you have to do a makeup, you will go to what is called an assessment or testing center. Okay, you see a link here also for the prior learning assessment, transfers and transcripts, which you're going to need that when you transfer to another college. Many of you are doing your basics, so to speak, and transferring to a 4-year university. You'll need to know about this link here for transcripts, graduation information, honors college, and many of you may want to apply to the honors college, and that will look really good on your application to a 4-year university if you participate in honors college. Information on searching for classes, payment procedures, and our university center where you can go and get your 4-year degree. I hope I have presented everything you need to hear before starting this unit. I am only an email away. If you need any assistance on academic planning or the whole Module 3, anything you need answered, any questions you need answered, I am here for you. Okay, have a good week, and I will talk to you soon.